I should try to fix that. So my weaving instructor thinks this machine is a rug machine, which is why I'm kind of making a rug on it right now. And she gave me this weird rug yarn, which has been really interesting to work with. I think this is the third shuttle reload now. And I think this ball of yarn probably has 2 more in it. I feel like a few more. It's probably got like, I don't know. I'm not going to estimate that. I can't. I'm not going to estimate it, actually. And then the plan is I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to make one long thing and then sort of cut it in sections and just, I don't know, make it into a rug. Reloaded shuttle, big rug yarn. It used to be a lot bigger, but it's being woven now. Okay, and so when it's this thick, I don't actually start by sending it through the shuttle. It's just not gonna fit, and I haven't advanced the warp yet, so we're just gonna take this little tail and overlap it. Just like magic. Okay, I'm gonna advance the warp, I think, pretty far But that's okay. That's okay. Because I don't want to fix it, so I'm not going to. 1 and 2 I just did, so 3 and 2 is what I'm on. And like the shuttle, like the shed isn't super full. Again, this is really thick, so I'm gonna actually leave a much longer tail. And then we can pass this through. Oh, she's so thick. Poor girl. This is where I'm gonna get slowed down a little bit, is passing this shuttle through. And the fact that I've pushed the beater board too far, it's really hard for me to get a sense of how much I need to advance the warp sometimes. But that's just kind of like, so much of weaving and textile crafts is just like feeling for it. Oh! Okay. Okay, I accidentally lifted the shuttle around the beater board. No, excuse me, around the, what is this called? The front bar, the apron bar, whatever the fuck this is called. I brought the shuttle around it, and so that was not what I was supposed to do. And it left everything kind of tangled. And so I cut it, because I'm too lazy to pass it back through. Then I have to kind of finger adjust these anyways, because I advanced the warp too soon, or too far. The good news is my tension is beautiful, so I'm not, there's very little to actually be concerned about right now. It's just a matter of making the fabric. That's 4, 1, 2. We're getting closer. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, then 4, 3. I don't know. I should. The finger beading is not as nice looking, personally, but you know, I don't think anyone actually noticed. I won't notice. Even if I tell myself I will, I won't. Okay, attention.
What's the trick with the 2 free ends?
You just sort of overlap them together and beat them together, and they're done. Now they're just, you can see it a little bit better with like different colors if you're like transitioning or overlaying stuff. But you just beat them together, overlapped on the same row, and they're locked in. Tension holds all fabric together, so as long as you get enough force, they'll stay. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. I should focus and like make it, but it's nice that it's turning out so kind of fun. 4, 1. Let's see, can I just lock in? I'm also trying to be mindful of fashion. Okay. Just lock it in. A lot of tribes or cultures will they generally didn't have access to something with enough space, stationary, stably, the things that floor looms require. Other cultures generally don't have, and so you'll see like backstrap looms or just smaller size looms. I think in Japan they use floor looms, but you know that's more of a stationary culture. But those most weaving cultures don't make massive lengths of fabrics or widths of fabrics. They'll make thin panels that get used for other things. So I think even the Japanese use like a standard size. Wow, I did the exact same. We're gonna keep it quick. They use a standard size weaving because that's what makes standard width of weaving because that's what's used to make like kimono panels or stuff like that. And so this sort of paneling fabric creation is pretty common across the world. And it, you know, you just cut it up and sew it back together. I've got some pieces from the African Street Fest that are just fabric, so it's not even really like they've made it into the garment yet, but that's how you make the finished fabric. What the Sorry, let me focus. I'm not bothering with my selvages because this is a really weird yarn and it doesn't seem to do what I'm used to yarn doing. So I'm not being all that mindful of my selvages, honestly. I could probably improve them as I go on. I won't. And then again, we're sort of reaching that point where the shed is getting a little too small to pass this shuttle through. So I might advance it in a second. I really like weaving on Moira. She is a great loom. Has all her little sounds. She's super easy to work with. Okay, what have I? shuttle shot. And we begin again. This really shouldn't be that like complicated of a pattern, and it takes a second to like get into the takes a second. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, I'm about to get into a rhythm. I can feel it. Get into it, yeah. Was that 1 and 2? No, that was not. What is that? Okay. Okay, 3 and 2. My favorite part is when you can see the the warp you've started, it starts to like wrap around the feeder, the apron rod, and the board here. It's just cool. You can see how far you've gone. And this is like, not even 2 days worth of work. Like two mornings. 2 of these shuttles, honestly. It's 3 and 2. 4. There's all these little things that like break you out of the rhythm for a second. That's not too difficult. Are you getting a good shed?
Mm-hmm.
So that this spot in here, a good shot of the shed. 'Cause I think I'm getting a good shed. Ooh. Ay vey. Oye, veye. Yeah, we're just gonna. Yep. 3, 4. Yep. I'm on 1 and 2. I need to be on 2 and 3. Honestly, I don't need the shuttle after a certain point because it gets too much. 3 and 4. 1 and 4. And here is where I'm going to take this off. And top. And 2, 3, and 4. I'm pretty sure this is just a standard 2-2 twill, just like traveling. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, but I know that it's a twill. Okay. And then I'm going to just stick this in to 1 and 2, which is where we're going to start when I reload the shuttle. And voila. That's it. That's the whole sword tail.